Hi there, this is Time Lord 91011. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to build and resize your own over-roof cabinet for the Knapford station in your own Thomas & Friends model layout using the Peco Over-roof kit. Now, if some of you have used the Knapford station that Batman have made for your layouts, like this one here, that's fine. As the old saying goes, everyone has their own opinions. I'm just going to show you how you make your own Knapford station match near enough to the one that you would see in the Thomas & Friends TV series. Now, as you can see with this normal Peco cabinet that I have done here, you can use it like this way if you want to, but as I see it, on boards like this one here, they don't have much room for the cabinet. And it takes up too much room, as if it would go along all the way up to here, really. And also I would like to put a yard in this area around here. So my answer to get this sort of thing, I would have to resize the bits here so I'd get them to the size that I want them to be. Yes, and also using the Peco points such as these ones here, along with the tracks, I'm able to get the right sort of width I need. The distance really between the platforms, and also enough for both trains to go through, which this will be what I'm going to show you in this video. Now to start off the platforms, I have used the Peco platform edging products, and also I have used the Metacalf Tomatic builder sheets, these ones here, which you don't really see much in there, which I've also used, which is this sheet here. Now you're probably thinking why I've used this one. I'm only just matching the ones that from the series that I used to watch, well actually that I watched when I was a kid, from series 1 to series 5, well series 4, because Knapford Station wasn't shown in that one. Anyways, so with this, I'd be able to resize the platform so they'd be about the same width as the engines, as you would see in the TV series. And to get the length I needed, I watched an old Thomas & Friends episode called The Wrong Road. And I saw in a scene where at the station there were 3 express coaches and Gordon at the front. And this helped me to show what sort of length I needed. Now onto the cabinets, as I said this video was about. After doing a few experiments at distance of the platforms, I measured from the centre of the platform to the other centre, these 2 bits here. Yeah. And I got a measurement of 14 centimetres each along here. and that's what I use to set the width of the end trusses here. Now to resize it, now we have to use a standing knife, and we cut the pieces off around here, and also these bits here, just enough so that the standing piece stands in the middle there. There, which I will show you like this. Now for the top bit on this section here, you have to cut off these bits here and also that bit there. So you've got a good section, so you'll be able to place your middle bit in here to how you want it to be. So you can place one of the whole sections in the centre here, so to place the girders in. So in order to get this, you have to cut off these bits here to help separate it off from the rest here, and also cut off that bit there and along there as well, which I'll show you. So like that's there. And along this bit here. And also to cut off the top bits here as well. And there you have it. These bits are cut off here, so I'm able to place the bits in there. Then you'll be able to select the bit where you want to go here. So if you want that bit in there, just glue these together first. That's using this sort of thing. So glue on top of these sections here. And then you use masking tape to hold it into place. So once that's set and you mark out where you want these bits to go in between here, make sure that middle bit there's in this section in between these bits here. So once you cut those bits off, you get them into place, then it should look something like this here, as I've already prepared. And when it comes to the immediate truss, these bits here, you have to make sure that these, well actually you have to follow the same thing as you did when doing these bits here. Just make sure that they're up to about here as you go, and then leave enough room for these so you can cut off these sorts of bits here, but make sure that they're aligned with when you place the girders in, or otherwise you're going to have trouble putting all the pieces together. But to show you what I mean, I'll show you what I mean. Actually, let me try that again. Sorry about that. So, I'll show you what I'm going to do to show you what I mean about doing it the same way. So, you measure about here where you want your piece to cut off. So, you start round about there and work along there. Which I find the best way to do this is to mark it off using a standing knife carefully. It's also a good idea to have a template of this so you can work off that every time you go along, like I've prepared here earlier. So I got this to work on each piece I go along, so I can get them to the right width I want them to be. So yes, you can see there where I need to cut off this bit. So I cut off there, then find a piece in between here that I've cut off, and then use this bit here to mark out the exact piece that I need. And then once you've done all that and done the same way of gluing it together, then your end result should look a little something like this here, as you've seen. And then once you've got all your pieces in, then you put the girder sections in like this. But one word of warning, don't paint these, because as I found out, I had trouble putting the immediate truss into place before. So don't paint them until much later, because it's going to be real difficulty putting them into place when you're done, as I found out when I did my first piece. So once all the bits are so for the gracing units on the left and right side of the caponese, they should fit in normally as they would normally do when you put in a Peco Over-roof section like this. So these should fit normally, but for these ones in the middle here, as you see with this one I've prepared, you have to cut off a little bit to make sure they fit in, or otherwise you're going to have trouble. So to do that, I've used a multi-purpose tool to cut off the bits that I need. But first, before I did that, I had to measure each section, seeing how much distance there were between the girders here and here, and here and here. And once I got the measurements there, then I marked them out on the gracing units. But first I had to put masking tape on them first, making sure they're lying up to the sides here, and then I would go along here, mark out the measurement I saw in between the girders using a pencil, and then I would chop them using this, which I'll which I'll show you as an example. So yeah, there's your piece there. Now you get some masking tape. Then you mark out the measurement here. Now for the measurements I've been getting, it's mostly 3.45 centimeters. In case you don't understand, that was 3.45 centimeters. So once I've got those into place, then you mark out along here like this. Then you get the multi-purpose tool or your standing knife, whatever, but I prefer to do it this way because it's much quicker. Then you go along around the outline like this. And then there's your piece there, then it's all ready to be slotted into your over-roof. And also you repeat this process as you go until you reach the top bit of your first section here. Then you're ready to do the next one. And then once that section's done, you glue it all together when you're doing a full section. If you wanted to do something like this, then you would have to put this on that bit there. But I'm doing a full width, so I would have to do that bit and then do another section, and then I'm ready. And once you've done that, then your section looks something like this here. See, as I've done already. Now for the company stands, as you saw earlier, I've used the stands supplied by the Backman Knapford station product. So once you've done all this and met the length of your platform here, that's you finished, and you can add in your yard section, as I'll show you in this bit here. So you place it on top. And there you have it. First bit done already. Of course you'll have to keep repeating this until you get the whole of Knapford station ready, but yeah, once you've done that, that's it, you're finished. And now I'll be able to add a yard section into this area around here, like how you would see it in Thomas and Friends The Adventure Begins, which is quite a good layout. Shout. And we'll see about the other bits later. Well, I hope my video proved useful to you all, and I might have more on Knapford Station when it's completed, but or I might add something in about how to build something else for your layout, but we'll see. I can't make any promises on that, but feel free to add any comments because they may be useful. So thank you. This is Time Lord 91011 signing off.